Hey y'all, this week is all about what to do when you thawed, but your thought was flawed because what you thawed wasn't a thought at all.
Oh, I'm having a whole lot of fun.
Hi, welcome back to another edition of As Good As It Gets.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Mikey.
And this is a weekly chat from our kitchen where we answer your questions.
Oh, we're having a whole lot of fun.
And today we're really answering your questions because I got my computer back.
Yes. Why don't you tell us about that?
So we got a call. They seemed to have figured out what was wrong with it, and Mikey went and picked it up for me so that I wouldn't have to deal with the situation anymore. And so it all ended on a good note. I have a working computer, everything's fine, and I could access the reader questions again. So we're good with that. And in the meantime, the t-shirts came. The new summer t-shirt. Are we zooming? Okay. Oh, would you?
Wait.
It says, Crock Posse, I'll clean that up later. That is the phrase that Mikey always uses during Cooking Chris's dishes.
That's what y'all voted on.
That no one believes. But it is the catchphrase that he uses, and so everyone said that they thought that would be a fun thing to have on a t-shirt. So, and those of you that have asked about the aprons, I've asked Teespring. They are not interested in doing aprons, so we're looking at a different vendor for that, and so we're working on that. So don't worry. I think an apron would be fun because that kind of makes a lot of sense on an apron. So we're looking into it, but we haven't quite got that figured out just yet. So we're
also working on some new recipes. Last night my wife made a wonderful... I'm not supposed to tell you.
Oh, no, that is already on the blog.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
So I could talk about chicken fajitas?
Yes.
Chicken fajitas were made last night, and they were very good. They were cooking when I left for work.
Yes.
I was very sad that I didn't get to take any with me.
Yes.
But then when I come back home, they were ready and good to go, and they were fantastic. So those are absolutely going to come up in an upcoming Cooking Chris's
You know
dishes.
when Mikey likes to dish, when he says, this is going on Cooking Chris's dishes.
And it is.
So he has a list.
I took a bite. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's really good. And then
I told him they were good.
I ate it, and I'm like, we're doing this weekend. And it's not just because I want to put it on Cooking Chris's dishes, but it's because I want to eat it again real soon. So we'll make them this weekend and get it up. It's on the blog, so we'll get it up on the channel here before too long. Yes.
And so, skipping backwards just for a second, if you have a new or old Crock Posse t-shirt, or if you cook a recipe from recipes@crock.com or from Cooking Chris's dishes,
or from Goodness Gracious,
yes, snap a picture and email it to Chris@recipes@crock.com
or Mikey@recipes.crock.com,
and you might be at the very end of the show as our Crock Posse shout out. And so today's Crock Posse shout out is going to be Sharon. She sent us a fun picture to show us what her kitchen looks like, since she gets to look at our kitchen all the time.
But we're not going to tell you what it looks like right now. You'll have to wait till the end of the show.
Very end of the show, you will see a slide that comes up with the Crock Posse shout out.
Yep.
And so shout out to Sharon today.
We love Sharon.
Okay, so with that, it is time for reader emails finally.
Reader emails.
Okay. All right, we have our first email from Rick, and Rick is asking, do you recommend Chefman crock pots?
No,
Thanks.
we do not.
That's not true.
No, it is true, because we've never used them. We use, Hamilton Beach, Crock Pot, Cuisinart.
And it's not because we're avoiding Chefman.
Is it Westinghouse?
Yeah, we've had all kinds,
Yeah.
like all kinds of different brands, but Black & Decker is a new one that we've been trying. But we just haven't ever tried a Chefman crock pot, or slow cooker. So if some of you out there in the Crock Posse have ever tried one, and let Rick know what your experience is in the comments down below.
Yep.
So let us know. Good, bad, maybe we need to get one and try one. So.
And if so, which brand do you have? That way we know which one to get.
It's Chefman brand.
No, I'm talking about like the model. The model. Okay. Yes, okay. The model.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, like you. You're the model.
Have you seen the new shirts? And the new mugs?
Yes.
The best part about it is they're sippable.
What mug isn't sippable?
I'm trying to market this right. Here's well, I'll tell you what, we'll get to that at the end.
My unbranded drink is also Unzippable.
Mine's better.
Alrighty. Okay. So
I have an email from NJ. NJ is one of our little family favorites around here. We're always talking back and forth with her. She is definitely a regular on the show, and she says, and I'm totally gonna call you out on this, lady, because I love this word, y'olive. Now I'm gonna put that on the screen.
Green.
Hmm?
Like the green little appetizer.
No, that's an olive. This is a y'olive. That's different, but now you've got me thinking about... So I'm going to put up on the screen... Be that way, be this way, be that way.
It's just going to be
No,
here.
that's right, because you're looking at me here, sweet. Y'olive.
Mm-hmm. Actually, because Crock Posse goes this way. It'll go the same way as your t-shirt.
Oh. Okay. There we go. Ready? Y'olive. Now, I've used the word you've used the word y'all all the time, y'alls. I have never seen a double apostrophe word before. That is awesome, and I promise you I'm going to be using that future. I'm totally stealing that.
That's skill.
Y'all talked about cooking in the Instant Pot. Yes, and get ready for some new recipes on that as well. And what a great time saver it is, especially when you forget to set up dinner in the crock pot. But how do you handle when A, you forget to thaw out the meat, B, the kiddo gets distracted when he gets home from school and forgets that you called and asked him to take out the meat so it can thaw for tonight's dinner and not tomorrow night's? Somebody's throwing their kid under the bus. And C, sigh, and you haven't quite got the hang of the pre-cooking, freezing, say, hamburger meat 4 times like this. Other than takeout, delivery, help. When, in your opinion, is cooking frozen meat a good idea in the Instant Pot? Or is it at all? What types of frozen meat? NJ, Instant Pot, pressure cooker, clueless in Texas.
Okay, well, here's the deal. We have not cooked from a frozen state, aside from using our make-ahead ground beef, which is the part of what she said she doesn't have. So what I would suggest is there is this really great and chatty community on Facebook that's the Instant Pot community, and we'll put a link down below. I am not associated with them whatsoever, but those folks in that group do just about everything you can think of with the Instant Pot. And so I know many of them are using frozen meats. The same food safety concerns aren't the same for a pressure cooker as what they are for a slow cooker. So the slow cooker issue with taking a frozen piece of meat and cooking it in the slow cooker is that the temperature will not rise quickly enough for that frozen piece of meat for bacteria not to grow and make you sick. With a pressure cooker, it cooks like way faster than even traditional cooking methods. So I don't think the same food safety concerns exist. Okay. That's my impression of it. But I am not an Instant Pot expert. We use it. We love it. Last night, I did use, like I said, our make-ahead ground beef, and I just threw it in our spaghetti recipe instead of making meatballs. And I threw it in frozen, and I cooked it for the same amount of time because it was frozen cooked meat versus thawed raw meat. And so I figured it'd be about the same time, and it came out perfect. So I've only had experience, using frozen, already cooked meats, but I know the people in that group could probably give you really good guidance. But aside from that, what do you do when you forget to crock? What are some really great ideas? A really good idea, if you're up for it, if you're like, oh my goodness, last minute, I don't want to have to cook a whole lot of things, or I don't know, like my meat isn't thawed, is you could always grab a grocery store rotisserie chicken and use that as pre-cooked chicken for all kinds of casseroles or all kinds of, that's like the one kind of in your back pocket kind of tip to kind of have that we do around here.
But don't carry a rotisserie chicken around in your back pocket.
No, that could get a little greasy.
You could.
Yeah. So, speaking of chicken, our Friday Favorites this week is all about chicken recipes. And so, Friday Favorites is a new series on Recipes at Crock, where Aunt Lou collects 5 different recipes around a theme. 3 of them are recipes that Crock recipes, and then she or we together picked 2 of our blogger friends' recipes, crock-pot recipes, to share with you so you can kind of have a variety. And this week, it's not all like chicken breasts or chicken leg. It's like a variety of different kinds of chicken. So you will find something in there that I'm sure you'll want to make. So there's that.
Cool. And now it is time to go to our weekly menu.
Okay. How are we going to do it?
Well, all this talk about chicken, I think we ought to bring back General Tso! All right. It's always nice to have a visit from old friends. All right, what are we having this week, babe?
All right, this week we have for our snack Rice Krispie treats. And I think this is something we probably should do on Cooking Chris's dishes.
I think we totally can. I think they'll go. Y'all want to see some Rice Krispie treats?
Yeah, I think Rice Krispie treat. I love making them in the slow cooker because it I don't know, I just like it. So.
And it's quick. Yep. It's not that. It's not. In fact, you can have them in a snap, crackle or pop. What else we got?
For our breakfast this week, we have Aunt Lou's sausage strata.
Another egg recipe, and we love eggs around here.
Alrighty, Monday is sweet and sour chicken.
Getting our Asian on. That was some sticky rice. I bet would be really good.
Yes. And then on Tuesday, we are going with the traditional easy crock pot ham. This is not the one. This is not the brown sugar holiday ham. It's an easy crock pot ham with, of course, crock pot sweet potatoes.
Which crock pot sweet potatoes are super easy to make and really good. I
Very
like sweet potatoes in a crock pot.
And so since we're going to have that ham, we can either have leftovers on Wednesday or we can make ham and cheese soup with it.
So leftovers, but ham and cheese soup, super, super good.
Yes, yes. On Thursday, wonderful meatloaf with potato packets. Now this is an experiment that Aunt Lou and I were trying. Where we thought making your side inside the same crock pot with your main so that you can either eat them as like sliced up like Creek potatoes or you could make mashed potatoes out of those potatoes that you cook and they cook at the same time. So all dinner is done at the same time.
Very good.
So, yeah. Friday is apple barbecue ribs with roasted potatoes.
Y'all like ribs? I've been in the mood here lately to have some ribs, and I think we're going to be doing some more of those really soon.
Can you tell that Aunt Lou and I grew up a meat and potato family? It's like everything in potatoes. Everything in potatoes.
I'm totally fine with that.
And then for our dessert for the week, we have our Reese's spoon cake.
You had me at Reese's.
Yes.
Reese's.
Yes.
Peanut butter cups, peanut butter pieces.
Yeah, we made this a while back and we took it down to my mom and dad's. Do you remember that?
Yep.
So.
Super, super good. Peanut butter's a good thing.
So that's this week on the blog. And don't forget Church Song Sunday. It will be Mother's Day, but we are still going to do a Church Song Sunday.
Absolutely. Maybe I'll do some kind of a mom song. I know what I'll do.
Uh-oh.
Well, it won't necessarily be a church song, but I will play you the song that I wrote for my mama.
Aw, that'll be
So
sweet.
join us 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time on Sunday for Church Song Sundays, and then throughout the week again we'll have more quickies, we'll have more Cooking Chris's dishes.
Yeah.
We're going to do some experimenting this weekend, especially with the Instant Pot. I've got a couple ideas I'm going to try out, so hopefully they'll turn out so we can show them to you soon in the future.
He's been very excited about it.
And then also our new Friday Hangout live on Friday nights that we're going to try to do. When I get home from work, I'm going to grab a beer and the guitar, and we're going to hang out and chill together.
And so what time should they expect that?
I'm going to say probably around 11:30. Again, this is Eastern Standard Time. A friend of ours on the blog, or on the channel, asked if we could say what the different times are. I have no idea.
But we could give you a link down below where you can type in your time and compare it to any other time.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
Yep, so send us your questions.
Send us your comments.
Bye.
But your thawed thought was flawed. What do you do when you
can't get through it.
I'm trying to remember it. What to do when you thought but your thought was flawed, when you saw that you thought what you thought. Shoot. Okay, come back. I got it. I got this. We need to hurry. This is fresh. When you thought what you thought was flawed. When you see what you saw. Dang it.
All right, on set, this week we're talking about what happens when Cris is right and Mikey is wrong.
You're grounded. Stop laughing at your mother.
Crock-Pot Posse shout out.